Hey guys, I came to talk about pregnancy and deployment. Well, real quickly, it sucked. I mean, it made me a stronger person today, but it sucked. It was really tough. For those of you girls who weren't really around family or who didn't go back home for family and had to rely on like a couple of friends, you know, I give you guys props. And I think you women are great. Luckily, we were only stationed 2 hours away from my family, and my mom was able to help me with everything, and she was great. Um, I went to civilian hospital. I went to Kaiser. I didn't have my baby at the Naval Hospital. I went to Kaiser for everything. They were great. I really loved their facilities. They were just so friendly. I loved them. Um, Also, because I had been on their insurance and because I carried a certain college courses, my mom was a only had I guess she only had to pay half of it or a percentage. So I thought that was really cool. And I don't think I even used TRICARE for that, but I it's just because they were giving me a huge runaround. It took me until I was about 15 to 20 weeks to see a doctor. I don't know if any of you guys ever got the runaround from TRICARE. Have you guys ever had a hard time with TRICARE? I did plenty of times. Um, but I think a little after I had my daughter, that's when it kind of got better. But I had tons of problems with them. But I mean, hey, they're still they're good too. I mean, they choose some pretty good doctors. Anyways, so pregnancy and deployment. When I would go to the doctor's appointments, people would always walk in with their husbands, and when I would walk in, people would be like, "Well, where is her husband?" Like they would just give me that sort of look. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it kind of sucked because I was constantly worried about my husband. He was in freaking Afghanistan out of all places. Um, I was sad because he missed the first ultrasound. The good thing is, I did get to talk to him the day of my ultrasound. He called me and he was like, "Well, I hope it's a girl." And I'm like, "You know what? I hope so too." So, it was a girl. And I was so happy when I found out. Um, Other than that, um, yeah, when he missed the first ultrasound, it sucked. I wanted to cry, but the good thing is that I got to talk to him the day of the ultrasound. Um, when I heard the heartbeat, that was another touching moment for me too, but it just sucked because he didn't get to hear it either. But on the care packages, the cool thing is that they would print out a whole bunch of ultrasounds for me, different ones, and I would just glue them onto the care package. Um, so that was really cool. And another thing about pregnancy and deployment, I mean, just because it was a combat deployment, I was constantly worried about him. I was worried about how, if my baby's gonna be okay, because I'm stressed out, and what am I gonna have to get for the baby when before he gets home, about the apartment, what am I gonna do? And I still have to go get our car or find a way to get a car. Luckily we got lucky with that one with the stepdad. He didn't want the Challenger anymore, so hey, we take over the payments, which are really expensive. And sucks because it's a two-door car. And a car seat with a two-door car sucks. Anyways, also that thing has a lot of freaking blind spots. Anyways, um, you know, when I would lay down in bed and the baby would randomly kick and my husband wasn't there to feel the kick, that sucked. And with the baby shower, the way we included my husband with the baby shower, he would take pictures in Afghanistan and send them to me. And what I did is that I blew up the pictures on a huge piece of paper and I would glue them everywhere. So the baby shower itself actually helped me a lot. Like, um, it saved us money. You know, my family was great. I was really fortunate to have them and my friends. And, I think if it wasn't for family and friends, I don't think, like, I probably would have been depressed the whole time. And you know what? Honestly, if you have really good friends and people that are real and not fake and, who are really there for you, and you're pregnant during a deployment and support you through it all, it'll make life so much easier. And, it, I mean, it sucked, but hey, it made me the person I am today. It made me stronger and made me realize, well, hey, if I could do this, if anything else gets thrown at me, I can do it again. Um, I guess what really sucked about that deployment is that I wasn't able to see my husband on Skype as much. Um, so I don't know, like it sucked, not being able to see him on Skype. But being able it was cool when he was able to talk on the phone. Like that's one thing that I thought was really cool. Um Another thing, pregnancy deployment, I'm trying to think. You know what I love is that when he would send me random flowers here and there, like, or just something whenever I was feeling down, like, I don't really need stuff to be sent to me just as long as, you guys know, like, that simple I love you just makes your day. When you're having a bad day and you hear an I love you and you mean the world to me and you're beautiful no matter what, that makes your day, you know, and just being a pregnant lady and hormonal, I think I got freaking happy and screamed and pretty much threw a party every time my husband would tell me something like that. But it's tough. But it's it is what it is. It's not like you can just be like, hey, can you send my husband back for this appointment? No, you can't do that. I wish that was possible, but it's not. Um, you know, it. I mean, honestly, being pregnant, all in all, was a really good experience. Would I do it again? I don't know. I personally, maybe not. I mean, it took me a while to work hard to lose it all. Um, but yeah, it was a really good experience. I mean, yeah, it sucked that my husband wasn't able to be there. I mean, luckily he made it home for the birth because she was born like literally 3 days after he got home. So the fact that he was able to be there for that kind of just helped a lot. I mean, I was scared because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to make it, and I was gonna be really sad if he wasn't able to. But he made it. But other than that, like the whole pregnancy and deployment thing, it really sucked. But if you have a good support system, and mainly what you do is keep positive, and like you just think about like, oh, what? How am I gonna set up the nursery room, or what am I gonna do with my kid when she's this age, and what's gonna be the first outfit I'm gonna put on him or her. Um, well, in my case, it was a her, and just keep thinking about things like that, and to kind of get your mind off of the deployment while you're pregnant, and just trying to kind of keep positive. I mean, yeah, it's hard, but it's doable. And God bless all you girls that are doing it. I give all of you props. Um, Anyways, yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. So, bye.